What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. Right now, Bad Blood is October 5th, which is my son's birthday. And it's next Saturday, so that's why we're doing our predictions now, because we're not going to be able to record them in time for next week's podcast, especially since we're doing a double hitter this week. So it's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, you already know how we do that in the ATL, even though I'm not down now. I'm up here in Philly. So once again, Triple H got a 5-match card, but this looks like a stacked 5-match card. And I'm all for it. So let's give our predictions real quick on what we think is going to be happening at Bad Blood. So, Paul, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see.
So I know you've been following, so let's go with the first match real quick. They got the singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. It's Nia Jax versus either Bayley or Naomi, because on Smackdown it was Bayley and Naomi taking on Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. Whoever got the pinfall gets the title match, and whoever lost on Bayley or Nia Jax's team, Bayley or Naomi's team, they had to leave SmackDown. Well, I don't know if you saw SmackDown, but Bayley had Nia Jax trying to bring her down in like a sunset flip. Then Naomi kind of rolled her over in a crucifix pin, so they kind of double pinned her. They botched her a little bit, but they double pinned her. And Nia Jax got pinned, but by both women. So Adam Pearce said it's going to be a match between Bayley and Naomi on SmackDown on this Friday, and whoever wins goes to see Nia Jax. Now, honestly, me personally, I'm just make it a triple threat match, because we already know Bayley will probably most likely get the win to get her revenge back on Nia Jax. If Naomi wins, don't disrespect to Naomi, she not win that title. But if you want to keep both Bayley and Nia Jax strong, you put Naomi in there and she takes the pinfall. So I think there's going to be some shenanigans where it's going to be a triple threat match at Bad Blood, and it's going to be Nia Jax versus Bayley versus Naomi. And when that happens, Nia Jax retains. She's not losing that. I don't think she's losing that championship until Tiffany Stratton cashes in on her at WrestleMania. That's my prediction for that one. What you got?
First of all, why is there a stipulation that they had to leave SmackDown?
So Nia Jax made that rule, like, okay, if somebody on my team,
but who is Nia Jax?
Say what?
But who is Nia Jax?
She's a champion.
And
look, I understand you about to go through a whole, authority. Where was Nick Aldis and all this shit? Listen,
no, I'm saying is her word gospel? Is her like she could just say that and then they got to follow it, or like?
Well, I mean that's the stipulation that they made. Like I said, it didn't happen because it could have been her. But once again, it's wrestling. We're looking deep into it. Because
I'm saying like she said it, and then Bayley and Naomi was like, "Yeah, all right."
Well, I mean, it was a thing like, it kind of went fade to black, like, oh God, and then they stuck with it for the next week.
Oh, all right. If I was them, I would have Logan Paul that thing. I didn't say I was doing that.
But that scenario, who you have winning?
Honestly, I'm just gonna say Nia Jax is keeping this title, like you said, till at least Mania. But then again, it was a shock for her to be winning it in the first place. But yeah, Naomi, I'm sorry, she gonna have to take that pin.
You think it's gonna be a triple threat match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Naomi gonna have to take that pin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, you know what? Real quick though.
Yeah.
See, I haven't really been watching SmackDown like that, but I did see this one thing. I guess Naomi was twerking or something, and it was in slow motion. And it's like Bayley. Whatever Bayley was doing, it's like Bayley looked at her. She wanted to smack it, but then she remembered where she was. And then she was like, yeah, Naomi. I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about. It was like Naomi was twerking to, I guess, Nia Jax, whoever was on the stage. They was in the ring. And she was like, had her hand back, about to smack it. And then she was like, oh damn, I'm in the ring, and then she's like, yeah, Naomi, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where it was close.
Oh, I missed that one.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Like I be scrolling, and I seen it, and I was like, what is happening?
Because I am not going to not miss Naomi twerk. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna do that. Singles match, which I was like, I thought it was gonna happen at Bash at Berlin, but they had the tag match. I understand they had to get the tag match out the way, but it's Damian Priest taking on Finn Balor. This should be a good one. The leader of the Judgment Day versus the former leader of the Judgment Day. It finally culminates here.
Honestly, they call him the leader of the Judgment Day, but he got the tag team championship stuff.
Yeah. You right though.
If he had the IC, then yeah. But you got the tag team championships with your twin.
Yeah.
So it's like
he said with your twin.
Technically, Liv Morgan is the leader because she's the world champion. Technically.
See, if we're going by titles, then yeah. So, do you want to go first on this one?
Oh, I'm gonna say that the heels cheat to win. So Finn's gonna cheat to win, then they're gonna go again at War Games. War Games.
Yeah,
War Games might even be not necessarily like a War Games type match, but it might be a 3-on-3 or something. Just a regular 3-on-3, maybe.
As of right now, when it comes to War Games, the only War Games match I see on the horizon is the Bloodline one. I don't even see a women's one. I don't even see a women's one happening right now.
No, I don't see no women's match, but I can see them doing like a not a Survivor Series type match. That would be nice if we have maybe a Survivor Series ish match, because I can see, like, no offense, but I can see like Damian Priest in the LWO or whatever versus the Judgment Day.
Get all the Hispanics together. But
it wouldn't be the first time they did it.
You're right. No, I would agree with you, because I'm like, it is kind of cool to be like, all right, let me have one War Games match and one traditional Survivor Series match. I do like the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches, even though it'll be looking kind of weird with the double ring. But I'm going with Finn Balor to win this one also, because Finn Balor, I'm like, okay, he can always keep losing. Damian Priest is kind of hot right now, so he can take a loss and it ain't gonna hurt him too bad. So I'm going with Finn Balor. Next up, I'm
going with Finn as well.
Singles match for the Women's World Championship with Dirty Dominic Mysterio will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Now, I don't think Dom is going to pull an Enzo Amore. I know. Do you remember that? Remember when it was like Big Cass versus Jericho?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I remember his ass slipped out the shark cage. He started doing that little stupid ass dance and got slayed the fuck out. Oh, that was funny, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. The year or the year and a half run of every time Enzo was on screen getting knocked out and then with him laid out, that's hilarious.
It is.
Because at first it started with, I forget who it started with, but it was like at one point Rusev was laying him out every week. And that was just his gimmick. He'd get laid out every week. Like every week he laid out looking at the camera, just glazed over. That's when I liked. I'm sorry, like I liked them, but like that's when I was like, because I believe that's when Enzo and Cass was dying, so like they wasn't as hot anymore. So he just getting laid out every week, which culminated in not Big Bill. What's his name? Cass laying him out.
Yeah,
and then it just kept going.
It was hilarious. I don't think Dom was going to do that, but I do think Dom may try to find a way to get involved, because look, I love for Rhea to win her belt back, but then I don't see what happens after. Then you got to create a whole new opponent for her. Right now, I think it could be some shenanigans. For some reason, I'm still thinking Liv's going to win. I think Rhea may get her belt back at Rumble or maybe Mania, but I don't see Liv hold it that long until Mania, because right now they still got this Jey Uso thing going on right now, because Jey Uso just won the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker, which that shocked the fuck out of me. I was not expecting that. I was like, yo, Rikishi was making phone calls in the back. You hear me? But and then when they showed it, they showed Rhea come out. Now this wasn't on TV, but they did show her come out by the equipment and was yeeting and all that stuff like that. Also, I was just like, so they about to really go deep with the storyline. So I don't see her with the title. For some reason, I my stomach don't tell me that, but I'm gonna go with Liv.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Liv because Dom can easily drop something in the ring from the top, and then Liv get it, and then hit Rhea with it.
It is possible, or the shit can backfire. It's just that
even if it backfire, I still say Liv somehow outsmarts Rhea to get the win.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right. I mean, Liv did get pretzel pinned and licked at Bash of Berlin. I think she's gonna get her, get her lick back, if you know what I'm saying. So I think she's gonna. Now I start to think about it that way. I'm thinking Liv gonna win. Next up, okay, we got the two main events here. All right, the one open, the probably one closer. Which one you want to go to at first? Well, you know what? Fine, we'll save hell for last. The tag team match: Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, who just got together and made a truce, taking on the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, with Tama Tonga and Tangaloa with them. So Prime, how does this shake out, especially when we right around from War Games?
The interesting thing is, like, I would like for Cody and Roman to lose, but it's like, do you have Roman lose his first match back, or do you have the champion Cody lose?
That is.
So it's like, it's kind of interesting, but they got Jacob Fatu. So honestly, I would say Jacob Fatu pins Cody.
Honestly, I was thinking that, but I was thinking more so that Jacob Fatu pins Roman. They are pushing Jacob to the moon right now. They are pushing him very, very, very hard. So I was just like, it would mean like the big threat of the Samoan Werewolf if he pins the OTC. Now, yes, you'd be like, Roman lost his first match back since coming back, but that also illustrates how big of a threat this is, to the point where, because remember, at that promo at Georgia Tech, Roman was just like, I ain't got nothing to lose. They took everything from me. But see, they take that pride from you also. And then, because remember, right now, we not in the whole Roman Reigns championship era no more. He can lose a match. Especially when you got a threat in there like Jacob Fatu. Me personally, it's like, if they win, it's like, okay, yeah, the Bloodline can get mad. They can come back and they want to challenge Roman. And they can have their War Games match. That could happen. But also the threat of Roman losing to the point where it's just like, okay, because you got to give him a reason to go back and get Jimmy. Give him a reason to make it up with Jay. Hell, even get Sami Zayn to go and take on this new Bloodline. He needs some incentive. Because if their team loses, Cody's still the champion. And it's a possibility that some shenanigans can happen with Kevin Owens. Who knows? Or Kevin Owens and Orton can come out and try to take out Tangaloa and Tama Tonga and indirectly cost them the match. It's a possibility. But, because if anything happens
to Bloodline... Tangaloa gonna botch it.
Yeah, he is. That's your boy, man. I don't know what's going on. But, I think that it's like... If anybody loses from the Bloodline side, it's going to be Solo. And I think they want to kind of keep them strong right now. So, I'm going to have the Bloodline win this matchup because I don't think they're going to win at War Games. So, I think the Bloodline wins this
honestly, I would have... See, now that he got the title, I would have had the Bloodline win, and then after the match, beat Roman down. Like, Cody already taken out throughout the match, whatever. Then they can beat Roman down. Then that's when... you know what? Okay. I don't know yet. Wait, I don't know. I was gonna say they could come out then, but then they would probably have to wait till that next SmackDown for them to come out.
It's possible. I'm thinking right now, honestly, that it's going to be Jacob Fatu pinning Roman Reigns, and that way you give him a credible day. Because honestly, the way I see it right now, at WrestleMania, Jacob Fatu versus Roman. I see that. It's not it. I'm sorry. I love Suge Solo Night. Y'all know I love Suge Solo Night, but he ain't the marquee match for Roman, because it's like Roman's gonna beat the shit out of him anyway. Now at the Royal Rumble, do you do Solo and Roman? Sure, and then Roman beat the shit out of Solo Sikoa. But at Mania, that Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns, yeah, sign me up for that one. Sign me up for that one. I don't need to see the Tongas or anything. I ain't got to see all that shit. I'm good. But let me get Jacob Fatu and Roman. So I got the Bloodline win this one with Jacob Fatu pinning Roman Reigns to create some noise. Hell, we in Atlanta. And I know we not in the Vince era, so I don't know you want to pin Cody in Atlanta. You don't want to do it, especially when, because I think I heard he getting that he's getting that marching band to play his song to the ring. Did you see that clip of the HBC playing his song?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, and I was just like, I think he's trying to get them to do his song at Bad Blood. You ain't pinning that man at Bad Blood in Atlanta. If Solo ain't taking the pin, Roman taking the pin. It's one of them, because they ain't gonna be Jacob Fatu or Cody. But now, it's time for the main event. Which I think is going to be the main event, because the reason why you brought back Bad Blood in the first place is to celebrate the anniversary of the first Hell in a Cell, which was Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker in Bad Blood of 1998. No, 7. It was 97, right?
I think it was 97.
Yeah. Which some people still regard that as the best Hell in a Cell match of all time. Would you, in your personal opinion?
I don't know. It's a good match. I don't know about the best.
Yeah, I got you. But so we got CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre. This is going to end the feud, y'all. CM Punk won the strap match. Drew McIntyre won at SummerSlam. Now they go into Hell in a Cell. We're getting the weapons. We're getting brutal. It's Hell in a Cell. I'm pretty sure both men respect this matchup. It's going to be brutal. No, we're not. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we're not going on the top. We are not exiting the cage. CM Punk's too old for that shit. So it's going to be... Now, once again, they could surprise me. I don't know. Hell, AJ can even come back for all I know. But in your opinion, who wins the feud, Prime, right now? Who wins the feud between CM Punk and McIntyre and Hell in a Cell? And how's this Hell in a Cell match going to play out?
I say Drew wins.
Drew wins the feud.
Drew has been player hater of the year so far. We almost done now, but he was player hater of the year since January. So, I would say Drew, and Punk can bounce back. Drew can bounce back too if he loses, but Punk can bounce back because he's CM Punk. But Drew, this will still make him big. Drew's having a good year. He's won a lot of stuff, even though he lost a couple of big matches. He's still having a great year. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the top 10 of wrestlers of the year, top 5 even of wrestlers of the year this year. But yeah, I'm gonna say Drew. And as far as the match, I can see it being more tame. I don't think they leave the cage or anything, so I can see it being more tame. I can see them using different weapons and stuff, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it might even be more similar to the first match. I can see Drew being Taker, that big body, and then Punk being Shawn Michaels, in that sense of how the match went.
Yeah.
I can see them doing stuff like that, or even doing moves tribute to that match.
Even if it goes to the outside, I can see them fighting on the outside before the bell rings type shit. And then they break a table out like doing it that way. But yeah, as them exiting the cage, I don't know. Now, if they do, it will shock the hell out of me. If they want
if they exit the cage, it'll be because Drew McIntyre went rogue and knocked out a cameraman or something, and then they'll be getting the cameraman out. Cause that's how they did it the first one. Shawn Michaels did like a what did he do? He did like a plancha on the cameraman.
Yeah.
And then kicked him again.
Exactly. So yeah, and they had to get him out, and that's how that happened. So yeah, I can see that happening. Now if this is also CM Punk, I can see him having a GTS on the top and then beating Drew McIntyre like that, because I think that this is the end of the feud. These two guys respect the crap. I think they want to give it their all. I'm gonna go with CM Punk on this one. I think he wins it because then we move CM Punk over to Seth Rollins territory, and they can finally have that match at Mania. If
well,
he don't get hurt.
Well, what if he comes out?
Oh, Seth Rollins?
Like, what if he's like a cameraman in disguise, like how Edge was with Batista?
Oh, it's Survivor Series. That shit was. I do remember that. Or what if AJ comes back?
I don't think AJ comes back and gets involved.
Okay.
I can literally see Seth. I can see Seth as a cameraman the whole time, and then when Punk, doing the GTS ton or whatever, he take that camera off and then just hit him across the head with the camera, and then Drew claymores him, and then that's it. Then they get Punk a reason to be mad to want to fight Seth, and kind of take his anger off of Drew.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got CM Punk. And you got Drew. Okay, so that's what Bad Blood. I think Bad Blood's going to be an awesome ass show. So, am I going to be able to see it on that Saturday? I'm not necessarily sure. Prime's going back on the road, so I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot. If I do a live stream, it'll probably be by myself or with Q-Flow. I'm not necessarily sure. But then, or if not, I'll just have the review up on Sunday because, like I said, it is my son's birthday, so my son is priority. He comes first. So, whatever he wants me to do for him or he wants to do for his birthday, that's what we're going to do. So, Bad Blood secondary, but I do want to see this show. But yeah, so stay tuned for that because, like I said, it's going to be sometime that weekend.